How many of you here tonight have ever just been mourning the loss of a loved one so bad that you couldn't even sleep at night? Anybody out here lost somebody super close to you, a family member, a friend, a loved one? That song, Halos, is a song that means a lot to us because we've lost a lot of people in our lives to suicide, drug addiction, sickness, and all kinds of other things. And we understand what it means to mourn the loss of someone close to you. But we also know what it means to hurt so bad that maybe you even thought that it was your fault. I had a friend that committed suicide. Unfortunately, I've had several friends that are no longer here, whether it was suicide or drug addiction or some other kind of addiction. And I had a friend that sent me a text message, and she was a friend of mine and my wife, and we've known her since she was a little girl. And she was 12 years old. She became a Christian at a Seventh-day Slumber concert. And she was on fire for Jesus. She would always talk about what God has done in her life. And then as she got older, she started a ministry that was known all over the world. And she would call my wife and I and text us and tell us how things were going. And sometimes she would struggle with depression still. And we would encourage her and tell her to keep moving, keep going. And then she fell into drugs, and here she is, the head of a ministry that everybody knows. And she was calling us asking for help. And then one night she called me and told me that she wanted to take her life. And her ministry is surrounded by people that speak to encourage those who are struggling with suicide. And here she is dealing with it. And she has this ministry that's ministering to millions of people, but she is hurting inside. And dude, I gotta be honest, I know what that feels like. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. Because I know what it means to be on stages like this, sharing Jesus with thousands of people, and inside I feel so broken and empty that I don't even know what to do. I know what it means to be around a bunch of people, be married to an amazing woman, have 3 beautiful sons who are all living for Jesus, but feel like I can't even get it together. And I see people getting saved at our concerts, people getting healed at our concert, and I'm thanking Jesus because I know it's Him. And I never once ever thought that God wasn't real, God wasn't powerful. I never once thought that God doesn't heal or restore, because I saw Him do it every night. I just didn't know why He didn't do it for me. Because I was struggling with depression as the lead singer of a Christian band. And I was hurting. And I was drinking every night. I'm not judging you. I'm telling you that I'm not a person who can just have one drink. And I became an alcoholic as the lead singer of this band. And I can't even believe that I'm going to say this. But the truth is, I never thought that I would think about suicide as the lead singer of a Christian band. I used to be a drug addict. And Jesus changed my life, and He restored me, and He gave me hope. Some of you know my story. And I get to marry this beautiful, amazing woman. I was homeless, living in an alleyway, digging for trash to find something to sleep on. And Jesus changed my life and he restored me. And then I'm married and got kids. And I have a beautiful home. And I have a ministry that's changing lives all over the world. And then 10 years into walking with the Lord, I felt empty. Just like my friend did. And I thought about suicide. As a Christian, I can't even believe it. But it happened. I looked at my wife, Lori, and you'll meet her tonight. She's at our merch table, or was. She's a beautiful lady, curly hair. Doesn't look like her and I should be together because she's hot. But listen, and it's crazy to think this, that you could be married to someone so amazing, somebody so beautiful, somebody who's my best friend, have 3 awesome kids when I had no father in my life. And to be able to be there for my own kids, my kids looked up to me. I was their hero. Thank God I still am. I never meant for them to see me drunk, passed out on a tour bus floor, where my 12-year-old son, who's back here on the drums, he's 24 now. That's Blaze on the drums back there, everybody. But I was that kid's hero. I was that kid's hero. And at 12 years old, he's trying to help his mommy help me get up off the ground. Because I'm so drunk I can't even stand up. I'm ashamed to tell you that tonight. And so I know what it means to hurt that bad. Unfortunately, my friend, she committed suicide. And that ministry that she had, it was left hurting. And there were a lot of people left hurting. And she texted me, telling me she was going to take her life. And she had just cussed me out the day before, 2 days before. Cussed me out because I sent someone to her house to go check on her. Because she threatened that she was going to take her life. And I sent someone to her house to check on her. She got mad at me, cussed me out, called me all kinds of names that I don't even understand some of them, and I'm a grown man. I think she made up cuss words just to cuss me out. And she was my friend. When she texted me and said, I need to talk to you now, and I did, and I said, no, I'm not calling her. And 2 days later, she committed suicide, and I lived with that. And that amplified my drinking even more. And I got real sick to the point that I had to go to the hospital. And they told me at the hospital that I had cirrhosis of the liver, end-stage cirrhosis of the liver. Do you know what that is? And they told me that I had 2 years to live. And there was no fixing it. And that I couldn't get on a liver transplant list because I'm fat, they said. I said, I'm plump. I'm not fat. And they said, no, you're fat. And they told me that basically I needed to just go spend time with my wife and my kids because I wouldn't make it 2 years, and at the most 5 years. And I got to tell you this, and we'll play some more music, but I got to tell you this. That was 7 years ago. August, it was 7 years ago that Jesus healed me and he restored me. And this night, right now, tonight, I can stand here and tell you that it was him, that he still heals, that he still restores, that he's still God. You know, I'm embarrassed every time I got to share that story. I'm embarrassed. And once again, I'm not here to judge anybody, man. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to tell you that my story is a lot like some of you, where it may not be alcohol that you struggle with. Some of you can have a drink and be cool. Some of you struggle on the internet. Some of you struggle with other things. But I want you to know that no matter what you've done tonight, You could be high right now in this place, and I'm glad you're here. I'm thankful that you came tonight. I'm thankful that you're here, and I want you to know no matter what you've done in your life, you have not done too much to be out of the reach of God. That He's got a plan for your life, that He loves you. And that's the only reason we came here tonight to be with you, is to tell you that God has a plan for your life, that He loves you, that you are not too far gone, that you are not a lost cause. Anyway, I forgot what the next song was, but thank y'all for letting me share all of that. I appreciate you, man. It means a lot.